You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station.
Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of GHS-TV's award-winning talk show, Crosstalk. I'm your host, Rachel Christopherson. Each week, we take a look at different issues, personalities, and events that affect you and our community. Since it was founded in 1910, Germantown High School has been a pillar of the community. With the addition of Germantown Elementary and Middle Schools, the 3G schools, as they are affectionately called, have been producing quality students starting from kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade. Today, we'll get to know more about Germantown's 3 optional schools and explore how each school builds and molds students to be leaders in the community. We'll begin our journey at Germantown Elementary School with Principal Kimberly Sanders and the school's PTA President-elect, Maria Hudakova. Hi, Ms. Sanders and Maria. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, you recently took over as principal of Germantown Elementary School. How does GES differ from your experiences at other schools?
Well, Germantown Elementary School is very unique in that we definitely embrace all cultures and all different students, no matter where. We have a lot of students that transfer into our school, and our students come from different communities. So we just embrace all students and all families from all over Shelby County.
Ms. Sanders, as you know, children in the elementary school age range are very impressionable. How does GES ensure it's presenting a good example to its students?
Well, we are definitely the building blocks and that foundation for students as they mold and shape themselves into middle school students and then high school students. So we just try to instill in them at an early age the importance of learning, the importance of school, and the importance of being a good citizen in the community. And we start that as early as 4 years old, as we have pre-K students as well.
Well, the PTA works very closely with faculty, staff, and students to create a fun and learning environment for the children. What activities does your organization have planned already for the school year?
Yes, it does. We've got back to school dance that's going to happen on the 28th, which is next Tuesday. We're planning back to school Hawaii dance. Then we've got a fun run, annual fun run that Ms. Jones instilled and Ms. Sanders is keeping it, which we'll love to do that. So it's fun. Again, puddles could be there. It's still the funner for the donations. We did an accelerated reader last year. That was not in school. I wasn't there before since my daughter just started. We put that back into place and we're going to try to make it over and over again in school.
Well, Maria, what is expected of you as PTA president?
Wow. That's a hard question since this is going to be my first year as the PTA president. I started as a VP last year and I was not very knowledgeable how to go about that, but I have learned and I think I'm going to try to better our PTA as far goes as Germantown Elementary School with all the teachers and our principal, Ms. Sanders.
Well, why do you think it's important for parents to be involved in their children's education?
It is very important for the parents because my older daughter is the graduate from Germantown Elementary, Germantown Middle, and Germantown High School. She just graduated in May. And as I came back to Germantown Elementary School, it was like coming back to family. Some teachers are still there that I have known when I left back in 2010 and 2011 school year to go to the middle school. And it is great to see all those faces and just being there, seeing the children and their happy faces and smiles on all the events that we put through. It is great. It just warms your heart.
And Ms. Sanders, the same question for you.
Right. So for our parents to be involved in the PTA, it means a lot to us as far as having their support. You know, for a school to function, we can't function without the support of the parents. And it takes a team to get everything done. And the connection between school and home is very important, because even the things that we do during the day has to be reinstilled at home. The PTA brings so many things to our school as far as programs, activities, different events, and they just support our teachers overall. It makes our teachers feel really good to know that they have the support of the parents. So that's why it's really vital for all parents to be involved and to show their kids that they support the school as well.
Well, your school is home to a branch of the Orff Music program. What benefits have you seen your students receive from participating in an early music education program?
Right. Our students have received also an opportunity, not only through the Orff Music program, to just participate in music class weekly, but we've had side-by-side concerts with the Memphis Symphony Orchestra, and our students have had a chance to perform alongside the symphony, and that has been an awesome opportunity for them, because they're able to carry those experiences into middle school and high school and hopefully further their education with instruments and with music.
Well, Ms. Sanders, what is your favorite part about working with such young students?
I just love how they're eager to go to school every day. When they get out of the car, they still love school at that age, and that warms my heart. When they get out, they still smile and give you high fives, and they still love the teacher. You know, the teacher is their best friend. So I just think it's such a sweet age, and it's such an impressionable age, and I just feel lucky to be a part of that for many kids over the years that I've done it, to just be a part of that, to mold and shape them into hopefully those great middle school and high school students that they become.
Maria, what is your favorite part about working with these students?
Just like Ms. Sanders said, it is those smiles on those faces when they come in and they see us walking through the doors, and they know like something's gonna be going on because somebody's here. They are all here, and they get excited and are eager to help and eager to learn and have fun. That's what we're trying to do with the parents and the teachers and all that. Just make sure that they've got a great education, and more important, have also fun, so they will come back and they will want to come back.
Well, Ms. Sanders, what is different about your job as an elementary school principal as opposed to middle or high school?
Probably a lot of things. I'd have to ask the other two ladies that question, but definitely from an elementary standpoint, you know, we're often the first experience in school that a child may have, considering that I could get a kindergartner in school that has, you know, maybe only gone to preschool and maybe at the age of 4 years old. So the way that, you know, we interact with those families and with those students is probably a lot different than middle school and high school. Another big difference, I'm sure, and they probably will say this, is, you know, the extracurricular activities. We offer clubs and some things for students to do, but there's a big difference between an elementary setting for extracurricular and middle school and high school. But I think that's what makes it unique, is that students are able to grow in age, and then they're able to handle different things at different stages. So I'm sure we all three bring different experiences to the table as principals, depending on the age range of the students we serve.
Well, Ms. Sanders and Maria, thank you so much for coming on the show today, and congratulations with the rest of the school year.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll graduate from elementary school and learn what opportunities are available at Germantown Middle School. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, mark your calendars. It's the 47th Annual Germantown Festival, September 8th and 9th at the Germantown Civic Club Complex. Enjoy the Mid-South's most exciting entertainment, family-friendly fun, and mouth-watering food, all in the heart of old Germantown. With hundreds of craftsmen and vendors, you can start marking off your shopping list with great gift items for Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, or any special day. The 2018 Germantown Festival, September 8th, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and September 9th from noon to 6 p.m. Live coverage of the Germantown Festival begins Sunday, September 9th at 2 p.m., only on GHS-TV.org.
We're running a 24-hour broadcast television station like no other school has done.
It is student run, it's student produced, it is student written, and it's student directed.
Here's to another 35 more years.
Students here get immersed in lots of different types of shows so that when they go out into the real world or to college, if this is what they want to pursue, they are so prepared.
Those lessons have also affected me in the ways that I would never even imagine.
It has shown me to be different and to, not settle for mediocrity. When you're producing a show, you want your show to be the best one it can be. You want it to be, a show to remember, a show that you want to look back on and say, I did that.
Yes, I did do this. Did I believe that I could do this? No, but because of all the support that I gained, I know that I can actually get this done.
I know that the skills I've learned here is something I'm never going to forget, and same with the experiences here.
From all of us here at GHS-TV, have a great day.
For more information about the Kappa program, visit ghskappa.com or call 755-7775. You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station.
Welcome back to Crosstalk. 5 years ago, Germantown Middle became an optional school, offering enriched academics and college prep classes to 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Here now to talk about how GMS is preparing these students for high school is Principal Amie Marsh and Travis Lockhart, the school's optional program coordinator. Ms. Marsh and Mr. Lockhart, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Germantown Middle School just recently became an optional school. What changes have you noticed or implemented since the beginning of this new program?
Well, with the optional school comes a lot of extra opportunities for children in terms of, Ms. Sanders kind of alluded to the extracurriculars. We have a plethora of extracurricular activities because we want to make sure that students have an intrinsic reason for wanting to come to school outside of the academic program, something else that ties them and gets them interested. As part of our optional program, we do offer 2 courses for high school credit, our math algebra program and our physical science program. They also have the opportunity to take foreign language, which as 8th graders would also transfer to high school credit, so that's a little different from some other middle schools as well.
Well, Mr. Lockhart, before becoming the optional schools coordinator, you were a science teacher. How do you incorporate the skills you learned from teaching into this new position?
Yeah, so as the optional coordinator, I try to keep the teacher perspective in mind. I've been there, I've been in their shoes, so I understand a lot of what they're going through. So I approach a lot of my duties and tasks as the optional coordinator with our teachers with that in mind.
Well, what benefits do optional students receive as opposed to standard students?
Yeah, so it's just an acceleration. We try to push our optional students to be a bit more prepared for those more rigorous courses that they could top out by the time they reach their senior year in high school, such as the GHS-IB program, the options that they provide here.
Well, Ms. Marsh, as a former student at Germantown Middle, I remember my days playing trumpet in the Mighty Red Devil Band. How does this band create an atmosphere of school spirit?
Well, we do have a new band director since you were last with us, Mr. Finch, who has done an amazing job of carrying on those traditions and the not just of excellence in terms of playing music, but the camaraderie that exists with band students. They do field trips, they go to rest homes and sing at Christmas time, play music for them. They participate in the Christmas parades. They, of course, go to competition at the end of the year, which we took first place for last year for the middle school division, so we were excited about that. So they have a lot of opportunities being part of the band that they wouldn't otherwise necessarily get in other settings as well.
Well, Germantown Middle School recently installed a learning garden, which stems from a nationwide movement. What benefits have you seen students get from this?
Honestly, the biggest benefit I've seen from that is the appreciation for hard work. I was wondering kind of how middle school students might receive that experience, and overwhelmingly, I mean, we have students who line up to get in that get in the gardening program. They go out every day, they work hard in that garden, they're proud of their results, and they can't wait to show them off. They even have crops that they harvest and share with families as well as our teachers, so that's a pretty amazing accomplishment when you know you're eating something that your students grew for you.
How does the curriculum at Germantown Middle help ease students into transition at Germantown High School?
Well, as with any middle school, I'm sure, we really want to make that transition a smooth one for them. In terms of the optional program, I think that transition is bridged through the high school credit courses that they offer, so they get kind of a taste of what's to come in high school and the level of rigor and coursework. And Mr. Lockhart may be able to speak on that a little bit more, expand on that. But that's probably the biggest thing in terms of transition to high school. We also try to teach them just the values, making good choices, because when you get to high school, those choices matter. They matter every day. And so we want to foster that at Germantown and help them learn to make those choices in a responsible way.
Well, as a student myself, I know sometimes it can be hard to find motivation to work. How does your school keep students excited about learning?
Well, we have lots of competitions. When it comes down to testing time, we have grade level competitions and class competitions. We also are really pushing this year, getting a lot of student work out there for other students to see models of that good work and how that good work is recognized. And of course we have our honor roll parties and things that we recognize students for quarterly as well.
Well, Ms. Marsh, the students spend 5 days a week learning skills that they'll use for the rest of their lives. What have you learned from the students?
What have I learned from the students? Probably the biggest thing I've learned from the students is, particularly in middle school, they often think that they're ready for a high school mindset, but sometimes they're still in an elementary mind. And I've learned that sometimes the choices they make can be sometimes impulsive, but that's part of the process. At least I see it as part of the process of helping them learn to make better choices as they mature. So really the maturation process is probably the biggest thing I've learned from them.
And Mr. Lockhart, the same question for you.
Yeah, so just feeding off of that, we are that transition period between the elementary and high school, so lots of changes occur, and we see our students go through those changes on a daily basis. So just seeing that evolution occur throughout our kids' lives, we can use that as teachers to learn things and better our jobs.
Well, Ms. Marsh, do you have any new changes planned for this school year?
Not new changes. We are kind of refining some of our programs. We're excited about our Learning Garden. We've had some changes with that this year. Also very excited about our PBIS program, which is basically a student incentive program for appropriate behavior. And as always, we're very proud of our sports programs. I think we've filled our plate pretty well. I'm not going to add too much more to it at the moment. We just want to refine what we do every day.
Aside from the benefits the students receive, how does your school affect the community?
In lots of different ways. I think more sometimes than the community may even realize. Through our gardening program, we're reaching out to local Germantown businesses to get their support and their assistance with helping teach our students about growing crops and plants and those kinds of things. In addition, we have lots of Watchdog Dad programs where fathers, not only of students in our school, but just fathers in general, come into the community and help mentor and have relationships with our students. So there's lots of different ways that we do that, but that's just a little taste of it.
Well, Ms. Marsh and Mr. Lockhart, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having us.
We have to take another short break, but when we return, we'll transition to high school and learn about Germantown High School's long-standing legacy of excellence. Stay with us.
This place, it's extremely unique.
You are pushed to do things that you didn't know you could do because someone else saw it in you.
If you're with us for your whole 4 years here at GHS, you get a great foundation of amazing classes.
Try the priest.
The approach we take to whether it's the fall play or the spring musical is that the students are truly the ones that are making the magic happen.
Tell all the people. You put the work in off and on stage. Not only are you on stage acting and playing a part, you're working, you're pricking your fingers, sewing the costumes, you're learning how to make exotic makeup designs, you're learning how to build the set that you're going to be planted on.
And as you grow with us within the program, your skills continue to develop and we build off your previous knowledge, and hopefully by the time you graduate, you're a well-rounded professional in a way, and you can move into any area that you'd like after high school and succeed.
For more information about the Kappa program, visit ghskappa.com or call 755-7775. You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station.
Welcome back to Crosstalk. I'm Rachel Christopherson. After graduating from Germantown Elementary and Middle Schools, a student's final stop on their educational journey is Germantown High School. GHS has long excelled in academics, sports, and the arts. Here to give us some insight into what sets Germantown apart is Barbara Harmon, GHS Principal and Shelby County Schools Principal of the Year. And with her is Dr. Melinda Keller, the school's IB Coordinator. Dr. Keller and Ms. Harmon, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
And congratulations on your huge
Thank
recognition.
you. Thank you.
You were also nominated for the 2018-2019 Tennessee Principal of the Year Award. What does this honor mean to you and the school?
Well, it means everything to me. I give a lot of credit, or most of the credit, maybe all of the credit, to all of our teachers and our students and our parents. Our teachers care so much about our students, and they work so hard every day, and I think people do not realize how hard they work. Because not only are they working all day with the students, they're also doing extracurricular activities in the afternoon, sometimes late into the night. And I think they're underappreciated. And with all the things that they do and how hard they work with our students to help them to excel and to progress, makes me look good. And makes the school look good.
Well, Ms. Harmon, you've been at Germantown for 40 years, filling every position from teacher to principal. How has the school changed in the time that you've been there?
You know, the school has not changed. It is the same school it was when I walked in 40 years ago. My three children went to school here. Two of them played football and one played softball, and all of them got a great education here. And one went to University of Memphis and two to University of Tennessee at Knoxville. And they all love this school. My whole family does. It has been everything to me, and same school it was the first day I walked in.
Well, not only is Germantown High School an impressive feat on its own, an important highlight is also the International Baccalaureate program. Dr. Keller, what is your favorite part about working with this year's students?
I think every year my favorite part about working with the students is seeing them grow. They come to us as ninth graders, and they're little and full of different ideas about what high school is going to be like. And then to go back as they are seniors and reflect, see the growth that's happened for them during their time with us.
Well, Germantown's IB program is one of many throughout the Tennessee school systems. How does Germantown's program differ from the others?
Well, we were the first International Baccalaureate program in West Tennessee. We are also the most successful International Baccalaureate program in Tennessee. We consistently have above the world average number of students earning the IB diploma, and we have lots and lots of students who earn course credit when they don't seek the diploma.
Well, why do you think the IB program is such an important asset to Germantown High School?
Well, it really sets a student apart. College admissions directors tell us that the International Baccalaureate Diploma program is the most highly sought after program for college students. And so they look at our students with a different eye.
Why do you think Germantown's IB program is such an important part?
It sets us out from other high schools. As she said, it is the highest diploma that a student can get in the world. And students can come to us from any country if they're in the IB program and come to our school. I think that's a big deal, and I think it means a lot to our school.
Well, Germantown High School boasts an impressive total of 17 different sports teams, with many of them taking home district, regional, and state championships. What are you most excited for in this season of Red Devil sports?
Well, I'm excited for all of them. Of course, football is right now. And as I said, my two boys played football, so I'm very fond of that sport. Not that I'm not fond of all of them, but this is one, and it's going on right now, that I love to go and watch the students. They work, again, those athletes work hard. But we've got soccer going on right now, and we've got volleyball, and they are doing great. And all of our sports are wonderful. We love them.
Well, not only is Germantown a major sports hub, it is also home to one of the best fine arts programs in the nation, the Kappa program. What sets the Kappa program apart from any other program?
Well, all of our arts, GHS-TV, our visual arts, going to the musicals twice a year is my favorite thing to do. And again, these are students that work hours, and the faculty with the GHS-TV as well as the theater they all worked so long and so many hours to make this just the best thing and perfect for our school and for the state.
Well, what opportunities do students have to express their creativity through the CAPA program?
I think they can do anything they want. We have the visual arts. They can do. We just have great artists. We have students that become great actors, and are nationally known actors that have gone through our program.
Well, Dr. Keller, what life skills do you hope the Germantown IB students leave the program with?
I am convinced that the greatest skill that these students learn is time management and the ability to handle life as well as school. They learn great study skills. Our graduates come back year after year and tell us, I was so prepared for college because of this program. They learn how to write extremely well. They learn how to think critically. So it really works out for them.
Ms. Harmon, what are your hopes for the future of Germantown High School?
Well, I hope that it continues as it has. It has stayed steady and has improved over the years, and I hope it just continues as it has.
Switching gears, with the recent gun violence occurring in schools, how does GHS ensure that it's presenting a safe environment to its students?
Shelby County Schools was nice enough this year to put locks on all of our doors that are automatic locks on those doors, and it has made it feel safer. Every person that comes to the door, we can see them before they come in, and our students are getting to class very quickly because the doors lock, and I think that has helped. I think overall we've also got our 3 Shelby County police officers and our Germantown police officer that are great, and just having them on campus is comforting. We have our campus monitors that are always watching and making sure that everything is going well, and I think all of those things has helped, and it makes everybody feel safer.
Well, Ms. Harmon and Dr. Keller, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
And good luck with the award.
Thank you. Thank you.
Transitioning from elementary to middle and then to high school can be daunting for a student. However, schools that support and collaborate with each other can help a student flourish and excel later in life. And the 3G schools do that. Again, I'd like to thank all of my guests for giving me a look into Germantown elementary, middle, and high schools. Remember, Crosstalk can be seen each week at 9:30 a.m. and 7 p.m. on Mondays and Thursdays, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 a.m., and 12 p.m. and 7 p.m. on Sundays. For more information on our programming, please check us out on the web at GHS-TV.org, where we are streaming live 24 hours a day. You can also check us out on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Rachel Christopherson. From all of us at GHS-TV, thank you for watching Crosstalk, and I hope to see you again.